Hello students, welcome to my channel LP Edutech. We have been learning the lesson number 7 of History Standard 8 entitled as Non-Cooperation Movement. In the first part of the video, we have learnt about the arrival of the Gandhiji in India, then philosophy of Satyagraha, Champarana Satyagraha, Kheda Satyagraha, workers' movement at Ahmedabad, even Satyagraha against the Rowlatt Act, Jallianwala Bagh massacre, and the non-cooperation movement as well as Khilafat movement. Now, in the second part of this video, we are going to learn about the non-cooperation movement, its progress, Simon Commission, Swaraj Party, the Nehru Report, and the demand of Purna Swaraj. So stay tuned and stay together. So the next part of the lesson is non-cooperation movement. Now the word itself indicates it is non-cooperation, that we are not going to cooperate with you. So let us see. The concept behind the non-cooperation movement was that the British government in India is dependent only on the cooperation of the Indians. If the Indians adopted complete non-cooperation, then the British government will completely collapse. So that was the strategy behind this, not to cooperate the British government. If we don't cooperate them, then definitely this government will fall. So with this intention, he evoked the people of India to take part in this movement. In 1920, the Indian National Congress session was held at Nagpur. Keep in mind the session held at Nagpur in 1920, Maharashtra. The resolution of non-cooperation movement put forth by Chittaranjan Das was accepted. So this resolution of non-cooperation movement that was put forward by the Chittaranjan Das, and it is accepted by the all. All reins of the movement were given in the hands of the Mahatma Gandhi. So Mahatma Gandhi took leadership in this. According to this resolution, a program was framed to boycott government offices, courts, foreign goods, government schools, and colleges. So, what is decided according to this resolution is that the program was framed to boycott government offices, as these government offices were run by the Britishers. So, not to cooperate, or not to attend the offices, not to go to the office. So, this is one type of non-cooperation. Okay, not to go to any courts, not to purchase any foreign goods, and government school and colleges should be banned. So, all the students would not go to these colleges and the schools, which is run by the Britishers now, and British education policy is also being implemented. So not to attend and not to cooperate them. That was the strategy. Now let us see what was the progress of this non-cooperation movement. In the background of non-cooperation movement, many eminent lawyers like Motilal Nehru, Chittaranjan Das, etc., they boycotted the court by giving up their practices, as these were the very famous lawyers Motilal Nehru and Chittaranjan Das. They did not go to the court. Okay, they stopped their practice. Even during this period, with the boycott of schools and colleges, the scheme of national education was run. The scheme of national education that was run. So that was the education which brings out, or education which encourages the spirit of nationalism among the youth, that was inculcated on the minds of the students. That is Indian education. In short, Indian education system was trying to implement it. Even many national schools, colleges, and universities were established. There was a boycott of coming elections, boycott and bonfire of foreign clothes. Now, due to this, the import of foreign clothes decreased. So, the people in India decided to boycott the elections, even boycott the foreign goods, and they arranged the bonfire of foreign clothes. All the foreign clothes were burnt. Now, due to this, the import of foreign clothes decreased. So that was widespread national movement, and it has very good effect on the minds of the Indians. Gandhiji has taken the leadership of this non-cooperation movement. In 1921, during the visit of Prince of Wales, so this is the Prince of Wales, belongs to the Wales region. Now he was welcomed by organizing Hartal. Okay, even the people welcome him, but that was time the Hartal was organized. Hartal, that is strike. Lonely roads and closed shops welcomed the prince. That means his arrival was neglected by the people. Lonely roads and the closed shops welcomed the prince. The movement spread from the planters in Assam to rail workers in Bengal. To bring the movement under control, the British government undertook suppressive measures. In February 1922, the police opened fire on a peaceful procession at Chaura Chauri in Gorakhpur district of Uttar Pradesh. So there was one incident in February 1922. The police opened fire on a peaceful procession at Chaura Chauri in Gorakhpur district of Uttar Pradesh. There was a peaceful procession was going on along with the people. So in a silent way at Gorakhpur district of Uttar Pradesh, the people were angry and set fire to the police station, in which, along with the officers, 22 policemen were killed. And suddenly it became violent, and that rally killed the 22 policemen. Now, due to this incident, Gandhiji was hurt. Gandhiji did not like this because he was the man of the principles. He was believing in ahimsa, that is non-violence, but the violence had happened. So, as a result, on 12 February 1922, Gandhiji suspended the non-cooperation movement. So, due to this incident, Gandhiji stopped this non-cooperation movement that was really going on in a full swing, but it is stopped due to this Chaura Chauri incident. Now, this is the memorial of Chauri Chaura incident, those who are sacrificed their lives. Now, do you know fact? Mulshi Satyagraha. During the non-cooperation movement, the farmers of Mulshi Taluka in Pune district, Maharashtra, launched the Satyagraha against the government. Senapati Panduranga Mahadev Bapat. The person here is circled in a red color. So this is the person, Senapati Bapat, had led the Mulshi Satyagraha. He took the leadership of it, for which he was punished with 6 years of imprisonment. So this is just do you know fact, extra information for you. Let us continue with our progress of non-cooperation movement. So as a result of this Chauri Chaura incident, Gandhiji was arrested in March 1922 for writing 3 anti-national articles in Young India. So that was believed that Gandhiji has written 3 articles in the newspaper called Young India to instigate the people against the government. So that was the blame kept on him. So special court was set up at Ahmedabad and Gandhiji was sentenced 6 years of imprisonment. Later on grounds of ill health, Gandhiji was released from the jail. The Gandhiji along with non-cooperation movement took up constructive programs which mainly included the spread of Swadeshi, Hindu-Muslim unity, prohibition of alcohol, removal of untouchability, popularized use of khadi, national education, etc. Now, due to these constructive programs, the national movement became more comprehensive in rural areas. So, Gandhiji has taken the constructive programs for the sake of nation, for increasing or igniting the minds of the people with the feeling of Swaraj, Swadeshi, Hindu-Muslim unity, prohibition of alcohol, even removal of untouchability, even popularized the use of khadis and national education. So all these factors were focused by him for the development of nation. Next point, Swaraj Party. The members of Indian National Congress such as Chittaranjan Das, Motilal Nehru put up the idea of contesting elections and obstructing the work of British government. So these people decided to stand for the election. In 1922, the Swaraj Party was established. Successfully established the Swaraj Party for contesting the elections. In 1923, many members of Swaraj Party were elected in the Central Legislative Assembly and Provincial Legislative Council, mainly including Motilal Nehru, Madan Mohan Malviya, Lala Lajpat Rai, and N.C. Kelkar. When the political movement in the country calmed down, then the fight in the Legislative Assembly was strengthened by the Swaraj Party. Now, Legislative Assembly is the place where these members were gathered and they were opposing the government. Okay, so they severely opposed the unjust policies of British. They demanded that responsible government should be given to India in future. They made a resolution to be passed in the Legislative Assembly for the release of political leaders from prison. So called for a round table conference. The government rejected most of the resolutions as they played the role of the oppositions and just put forward their demand for the freedom of India and the release of the national leaders from the jails. Next point, Simon Commission. The reforms introduced by the Montagu-Chelmsford Act in 1999 were unsatisfactory. Hence, there was a discontent among the Indian people. On this background, the British appointed a commission under the chairmanship of Sir John Simon. In this commission, none of the Indian members was included. Hence, the Congress decided to boycott the commission. So this is the commission appointed under this person, that is Sir John Simon, but not a single Indian member was included in the commission. So therefore the Congress boycotted this commission. They did not give response to this commission. And it was introduced to the reforms introduced by the Montagu-Chelmsford Act in 1999. Therefore, this Simon Commission was appointed. In 1928, the commission arrived in India. Wherever it traveled, the people made demonstrations against them. The people opposed them by shouting the slogans like "Simon go back, Simon go back." These were the slogans given by the Indians as they were demonstrating against him. So wherever this person goes, this commission goes, he receives this in a huge amount. So there was lathi charge on the demonstrators at Lahore, and Lala Lajpat Rai was leading the demonstration against the Simon Commission. So kindly pay attention, this is a very important turn, as there was a lathi charge on the demonstrators at Lahore, so where Lala Lajpat Rai was leading the demonstration against the Simon Commission. The police lathi charged the demonstrators. Saunders, a police officer, the name of the police officer is Saunder, he attacked Lalaji with a lathi. After the attack, in a protest meeting, Lalaji said, "Every blow on my body will prove a nail in the coffin of British Empire." So within few days of attack, Lalaji died. So Lalaji became the victim of this Britishers' lathi charge. So severely gave a lathi charge on this person and he died over there. See the information. The commission consisted of 7 Englishmen with Sir John Simon as the chairman without a single Indian member in it. So the Congress session at Madras under Dr. Ansari passed a resolution to boycott the Simon Commission. The commission arrived in India in February 1928 and was greeted with a countrywide hartal, that is strike, anti-Simon Commission. Next point, Nehru Report. The report given by Motilal Nehru. Birkenhead, the Secretary of State of India, criticized that Indian leaders cannot draft a unanimously accepted constitution. That Birkenhead, as he was the Secretary of the State of India, he criticized that Indian leaders cannot draft a unanimously accepted constitutions. They cannot draft it. So this challenge was accepted and all party committee was formed. Pandit Motilal Nehru was the chairman of this committee. So why it is established? As he has accepted the challenge that we can take this and we can make the constitution. So all party committee was formed and he became the chairman of the committee. To establish self-government in the colonies of India, implemented adult franchise system, that is voting system after 18. Linguistic divisions of provinces such as proposals were put up in this report. This report was known as Nehru Report. So adult franchise system is started, that is voting system, and the linguistic divisions of provinces such as proposals were put up in this report. So linguistic divisions, that means the people speaking particular language of the particular region, that particular regions will be known differently by the language they speak. Like Maharashtrians speak Marathi, the person from Andhra Pradesh they speak Telugu, so Andhra Pradesh is the different. People from Karnataka speak Kannada, so the Kannada is different province. In this way, by the end of 1929, an indication was given that if the Nehru Report is not accepted by the government, then the civil disobedience movement will be started. Now this is the next movement after non-cooperation movement. Civil disobedience movement started. That will be started. On this background, in December 1929, the Lahore session presided by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru became the memorable and in history. So this is the Lahore session, Congress session of 1929, that was presided by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. What is said in this session? Let us see. The demand of Purna Swaraj. The objective of Indian National Congress of Dominion status was not acceptable to many young members. Young leaders like Pandit Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose were demanding complete independence, that is Purna Swaraj. Due to the influence of a young group in Lahore session of Indian National Congress, the resolution of attainment of complete independence was passed. So this is the most important point. If it is asked an objective in which session of Congress this resolution of complete Swaraj, that is Purna Swaraj, was passed. So it is the Congress session of 1929 at Lahore. This resolution was passed. Here he made the resolution of complete independence, that is Purna Swaraj. Through this resolution, Indian National Congress gave up the objection of Dominion states. From here onwards, the objective of national movement was complete independence of India, not the particular freedom of the region, but it is the total freedom of India. On 31st December 1929, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru unfurled the tricolor of flag and a resolution was passed in which 26 January was declared to be celebrated as Independence Day. So he had decided to celebrate our Independence Day 26 January. On 26 January 1930, people all over the country took pledge for carrying out the freedom movement with non-violent means for attainment of independence of India. Everywhere in the country, the atmosphere was charged with a new spirit. So here all took the pledge of Purna Swaraj, and it was decided to celebrate our Independence Day on 26 January 1930. So this resolution was made on 26 January, therefore we celebrate 26 January as a Republic Day. So that is the reason behind this. So all decided to carry out this freedom movement with a non-violent means for attaining the independence of India. And everywhere in the country, the atmosphere was totally charged with a new spirit. Everyone became happy and everyone wants to aspire for the freedom of the country. That's it. So the more emphasis is given on the Purna Swaraj and the freedom of movement and total freedom of Indian country. So this is how we have completed this lesson, and I hope you have all understood it very well. If you have any doubt, you can put it in the comment section. And if you really like my video, please like, share and subscribe it. Thanks for watching.